off-camera flash with third-party triggers. Today, in the studio. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva and you're watching Alex Silva Photography. Today, let's talk about third-party triggers, or radio triggers. And in previous videos, you saw me configure the TT685 along with the Godox X1T transmitter. These were great, but mostly because this flash, or Godox's flashes, Godox flashes usually come with an integrated radio receiver, actually transceiver. But that is not the case for all third-party flashes, or even brand flashes like the Canon 430 or the 580, that if you use those, or Nikon's SB900 and the like. So what can you do if you have flashes that don't have any radio capabilities? Here come third-party radio flash triggers. If you follow this channel and you have seen the different setups that you can use for off-camera flash, you know that there are triggers that will send a simple firing signal, or triggers that will send a control signal to your flashes. If you're trying to use simple triggering, I have 4 options for you. The first one is something that I have used before and you saw me unboxing them, which is the RadioPopper Nano units. It is a transmitter and a receiver. In essence, the transmitter goes on top of your camera, the receiver will serve as the base for your flash. And this flash, the Metz Mecha Blitz, does not have radio capabilities, but with this one, now it does. And these are not super expensive. The transmitter goes, either the transmitter or the receiver go for $60, but you can find an entry-level kit which comes with one transmitter, one receiver, and it costs $110. The next option that I have for you is from another name that is widely recognized in the radio trigger industry, which is PocketWizards. They have a model named the Plus X, which is a transceiver unit, but it sends and receives simple signals. Each unit is priced at $89, but you can find packs of 2 units priced at $169. Another option that I have used, or actually some friends of mine used that I borrowed at some point, is the Phottix Aris 2. And you can find the transmitter and the receiver, the transmitter for $45 or the receiver for $30. And then you can find a kit with a receiver and transmitter for $65. And there's a new player in town which is starting with a very simple system and especially super compact, which is the LightPix FlashQ T2. You can find a kit with 1 transmitter and 2 receivers for $49. Either one of these are great ways to start in using off-camera flash with radio systems. On the other hand, let's say you want to go with the system that is capable of sending control signals. In that case, well, you can use Godox. You can use the Godox transmitter like the X1T or the XPro, and then you can add X1R receivers, which look very similar to the transmitter, but it has a few less buttons, a slightly larger screen, and in essence it will receive signals. And you can place flashes that are compatible on top of it, and they will now have radio capabilities. You need to find, let's say, there are many different models of the receiver X1R, though some are compatible with Canon, some other with Nikon, some other with Fuji and the like. In essence, you need to find the one that is compatible with your flash, not necessarily the camera. That way you will add radio capabilities to your current flashes. Something similar to the price for this. The X1T transmitter goes for $46. The XPro transmitter goes for $70. It's more expensive, but it's great and easier to use. And the X1R receiver that I just mentioned goes for $40. Another system that you can use is the Phottix Laso, but this only works with Canon flashes and Canon cameras. This is actually compatible with Canon's RT or radio frequency transmission system that was debuted with the 600 EX RT, and you can use the Canon's transmitter or dedicated transmitter, the STE3RT, which is quite expensive. But if you don't want to use or you want to mix and match with your current Canon flashes that have radio capabilities but want to use your old flashes that didn't have radio capabilities, you can use a receiver from Phottix Laso that goes for $85. But if you don't want to use Canon's dedicated transmitter, you can use Phottix's Laso transmitter for $155. These are more expensive, but consider these are replacing an even more expensive system with a control signal, so it's way capable. Another option that is more universal is the Cactus V6 Model 2 transceivers. These are very interesting because in essence these are multi-system. You may have all the Cactus V6 are the same physically, and you can just place, let's say, one on top of your camera, that will be the transmitter, and you can use others as the base for different flashes, but you can mix and match with Canon, Nikon, Olympus flashes, and you will be able to control all of them with the same transmitter. I found that very interesting and a great feat of engineering coming from Cactus. I haven't used them, but I'm really interested in trying them at some point. Last but not least is the name that I already mentioned as widely recognized in the radio trigger industry, and is PocketWizards. The latest unit that they sell that is capable of sending and receiving control signals is the Plus IV, which is also a transceiver. You can place one on top of your camera and the others on top of, as bases for your flashes. However, this is not like the Cactus. You will need to to use only one system with one trigger. And in essence, there you have 4 options to send control signals, 4 options to send simple signals. I really hope you found this video interesting, informative, and of course entertaining. If that is the case, like it, comment on it, and subscribe to this channel. But most importantly, please remember to keep learning and keep shooting. See you next week.